The label of difficult games very rarely mixes with horror, and aside of a very few exceptions, it's not really a category that exists. Being hard stuck in Silver 3 doesn't count. Ever since about a year ago, a game has been following me everywhere, desperate to prove me wrong, that there really is a game that's both scary and difficult. To the point where even my friends told me to try it, that maybe this one would get even me.
Yeah, see, she likes me.
Oh, no.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh.
My frontal lobe feels kind of funny right now.
Now, this game has been breaded many things. Not only is it the fear and hunger of immersive horror, but that it also manages to be one of the scariest games while doing so. Safe to say, I was intrigued. So if you're like me and want to find out if this Five Nights at Dark Souls is real or if it's yet another essay on how Roblox Doors is comedy genius, then I welcome you to the game. Welcome to the game, too. Well, it's not a very practical name though, is it? First impressions of this game were pretty mixed. On one hand, the intro soundtrack is an absolute bang. Wait a second. So even though it falls perfectly under fair use, the video still got taken down last time, so pretend like there's a very similarly sounding song here, and fuck Sony Music Entertainment and their infinite greed. May you all go bankrupt and all your CEOs get sued into poverty. On the other hand, select your skill level. 1337 obviously. Okay, so what do I do? Oh wait, I can lean. Hell yeah. Can I lean through the... Oh! Okay, no, so... What? What did I do? Can I clip through it? I swear, whoever you are, the moment I clip through this elevator, I'll beat your ass. Give me just one second. The game takes place at dead of night in a downtown apartment complex in Homeless City. We played the game as Clint Edwards, a journalist renowned for rating The Sopranos 3 out of 10, and as we will soon learn, one with a savior complex who wasn't gifted with the smarts, because he gets sent a deep web link from an anonymous account, and his first instinct is to click on it.
Help me! I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Bill.
I'm in some kind of warehouse or facility.
You may call this autism. I call this having a personality. Shut up.
Hey, it looks like you're trying to view live footage of horrible things being done to a woman. Would you like help?
Holy shit, is that clip? I mean, no, what? Absolutely not.
Great! To view, you need Discord moderator credentials, which can be found on various spicy websites across the deep web. It's a hash containing 8 keys, which you need to input into the bar tunnel. Paste them in order, pay 250 Bitcoin, and have fun.
Clippy, if it wasn't for you giving me instructions on how to aid in the production of a snuff film, I'd give you a kiss right now. Oh, I miss this little guy.
But beware, you are on the deep web. That's no joke. There are people out there who make P. Diddy look like he looks his wife. Take Łukasz Kubiega, for example.
Oh shit, he's Polish.
That's right. He's an assassin.
Oh shit, he's Polish.
Once you find any key, he will be alerted to your existence and he will hunt you down. But it's okay though, if you think he's close, just hide in the closet and try not to open your mouth like you do 24/7.
So he's the worst threat.
No, there's a threat that's worse than anything on this earth.
The IRS?
Close, the feds.
Whatever, nerd. How am I supposed to avoid them harder than I already... How am I supposed to avoid them?
Simple. They publicly revealed that they have no way of dealing with people who constantly switch their internet connection. As the French say...
Please don't quote the French.
Bonne chance, coquin.
So I'm actually just exposing myself to psychopaths, rapists, and their antics because of a savior complex. Holy Reddit moment. So the search for keys to save white woman in trouble has now begun. We make our search using the ANN browser, which happens to be a real web browser, but it was hard-coded to only load YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Unless... See, the game was made in Unity without using the IL2CPP compiler, so you can read the game's code and change it with no real issues using tools like dnSpy. So we go to the cloud script, validate all URLs regardless of input, and make any URLs the game wasn't hard-coded to detect redirect to the website that was input. And... Nice. The guy keeps calling everyone a nerd, by the way. Look, it's not for nerds if I do. The homepage of the game's web browser is the Deep Wiki, which hosts all of the links that are available to you this run. That's right, every run has a different list of websites, and keys are randomly inserted into any of them. They can either be displayed in plain sight, sometimes they're hidden buttons that reveal the key when pressed, and sometimes they're hidden within the page's source code. Now, before we get to browsing, I have to clarify that everything you'll see in this game is fake, entirely made of clever effects and consenting actors. However, I will still censor a good portion of the websites because they contain simulated gore and nudity, and some websites are even based on once real-life websites. I started off with the strategy of just going through the websites top to bottom. That way, I won't have to explain why I click on what I click with zero hesitation. Oh, what the fuck is that? Bug Fred, why would you share AIDS? Oh, why is he laying like that? No, some websites are just funky. Maybe when I spilled the milk. Some are not even that bad, and some are just plain vile. And this one, I wouldn't even put in the top 10. But don't worry, oh smug one, I hear you typing images. How about 4 sites later, tastefully called Pay to... where a mental asylum secretly sells their patients at a rate of $500 for every 30 minutes of... what have they fucking witnessed there? So as you probably have guessed by now, the game is depraved on every single level. But that's not where this ends, because the game starts at 10 PM and you have to find the keys by 4 AM. And you'll notice that the time seems to be going by suspiciously slowly. That's because the game's time is a 2-to-1 ratio with real-life seconds, meaning that yes, a single run can last up to 3 hours. And if you get caught, you start from the very beginning. Time in this game is the #1 resource. But anyway, let's go back to the website that shares bug reports on GitHub. Not sure if I'm annoyed or grateful, to be honest. Oh shit, they got RGBs. Anyway, that's exactly what happened, and I didn't restart because I didn't read that you have to pick up the flashlight. The game is pitch dark, by the way. Okay, so where were we? Ah, he's selling a used... It's filled up to the brim too. Like, how many times did he use that thing? Rough and dirty. For 130 Bitcoin. Isn't that in the $10 million range? Bro, you can just pay for a 2-way trip to any bar in San Francisco for like 3 seconds. It's gotta be way cheaper. Well, no keys. Let me steal internet from my neighbor. Oh, they're password protected. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is gonna be more complicated than I initially thought.
Hey, it looks like you're trying to leech off your neighbor's Wi-Fi to commit tax fraud. Would you like help?
Absolutely.
Great! You'll need to invest in a cracking tool using 8 Bitcoin to hack into your poor neighbor's Wi-Fi.
How do I get rich people internet?
That's 45 Bitcoin.
How do I get Bitcoin?
You'll need a VPN, a tool used to farm money.
Huh, just like in real life.
You can place them anywhere, and depending on location, they will farm money very fast or very slow. So make sure you place them well. I went ahead and bought one for you using your neighbor's wallet. Isn't that gonna know a thing?
Oh shit, for real? No way! Clippy meant it! Holy based! I sure hope it's not a pipe bomb. Now, the game's not perfect, and one of its flaws is that it doesn't have a real inventory system. So when you pick up a tool you bought, you don't have it on yourself. You first have to go all the way back to the 8th floor where your tool now resides. Now you have it in your hands. Now you can use it. Speaking of what we just picked up, there are 4 levels of VPN placements. First and worst is red, which is really bad. Second is yellow, which is also really bad, but at least you feel good while placing it. Third is green, which is decent. And fourth is also red, but it's a hidden spot which generates 1 Bitcoin every 10 seconds. Nobody knows why the superior red spot is here, not even the developer. So I'll settle with whatever this is. Get the hacking tool and continue with the next website, cleaning services. Multitasking, initiated, scanning, controls, manipulating BSSID, take control over reading, blast through and cleanup methods. Wait, these are legit, what the hell? Shut down infrastructure. Chinese internet acquire defense of it. So this is a seemingly real way of getting away with outplaying your enemies IRL, where you dig a 6 feet hole into the ground, dump the body, cover it up with dirt up to about 70%, then put a dead animal's body over it, and finally finish covering up the hole. That way, when the police dogs find the body by smell, the cops will only dig up until they find the dead animal and ignore the dead body underneath. For legal reasons, this is here for educational purposes. And Fortnite. You can also freeze the body shortly after the person died, which throws off the decomposition process and makes it too hard to identify when the person died, giving the police less leads. This is for game educational purpose. No keys anywhere though, not even source code. Okay, so next website, I forgot to flashlight again, didn't I? Next website is Kill For Me, which is the least convincing scam website on earth. It will only trick the wriggliest of boomers. There's targets for anybody else to try and take down too. Ooh, key number 2. Easy peasy. And of course it's on the homeless San Francisco woman. The grass is green. I'm being hacked like in the movies. I wish hacking was this cool. Wait, I got money for hacking? Well, that's not very realistic.
Hey, it looks like you just successfully fended off a hack attempt. You also happen to do it while owning a backdoor hack, so you stole from the hacker who should have stolen from you.
Ethical tax?
That's right. Each backdoor costs you 1 Bitcoin, and you can have as many as you want. There are 3 hack types, and the one you just did is called Stack Pusher. You have a pusher, and you have stacks. You can only push stacks close to the pusher. Push all stacks to the center, and you win.
Can you explain that again slower?
Hexer, where you trace a path to highlighted nodes. But there's a catch. You can only connect alpha nodes to beta nodes, and beta nodes to alpha nodes. No other combination is allowed.
Well, that's not very realistic.
And finally, Meme the Fragger. It's named after memes because its difficulty is a joke. If you want friendly advice, rely on backdoor hacks for money. Unless you get a superior red spot, don't bother with VPNs. They suck past the setup phase.
Just like in real life. Let me leech off a different neighbor and go to the next website. Number station down. Okay, so the next website that isn't down is... What am I looking at? Looks like a short loop of someone with a bag on their head with common compression damage and red, white, and black Why am I like this? No codes here, though. Good luck on your artistic journey or whatever you're doing. Ooh, free money. Cool. Next is your average or/atheism post. Nothing too noteworthy, though. 0 keys. One after the other. Worse and fucking worse. Oh my god, I didn't load it. Okay, we're skimming through this. Don't you think it's a bit excessive? 3rd time this hour? What's this apartment complex in New York or Miyagi? Flippy, I got outplayed by the feds despite being a leech. What's that about?
Wi-Fi dongle.
Wi-Fi fucking what now?
Look to your left.
Wi-Fi ding dong.
Great, you now have access to more networks from your hard-working neighbors. You were switching networks to the ones you've already used too soon. This should solve it.
AI doesn't even compare to how useful you are.
That's normal. I'm sentient after all. Oh, your VPN is waiting for you, by the way.
Nice! Damn, bitch. I live like this? I just realized how nice this apartment is. An open space kitchen, an outside balcony, a lot of space. I'm in heaven. What a strange room this is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a gamer. I wouldn't know anything about it. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, right. Oh, what in the name of PDiddy.com is this piece of shit? No keys. Fuck this website. Ooh, dunk memes. Empty dang it. No CP, zoo, spam, or drama and holy, this might actually be the first sane website in this cesspool. Why would you not post this on the clear web, dumbass? Is that a website? Why? That's right. If you thought going through one wiki was taking long enough already, well, now you have two. The 3 hours make a bit more sense now, don't they? Great, another cultist web. Did it ass. No keys. Preservation of body parts. This isn't even as messed up as I thought it would be. He even offers preservation of your pets if you can't deal with the grief of losing them physically. Not sure how healthy that is, but at least it seems more humble, relatively speaking. Anyway, no keys. Okay, same website. The key isn't where it used to be. In fact, it's not even on this website. Great. Oh shit, milk site. For fuck's sake. Why did I assume it was gonna be normal and wholesome? Well, of course it was gonna be breast or Astolfo milk. Why did I think otherwise? You can even choose your own provider. See, that somehow makes it worse. It has chunks in it too. Appetite is for the weak anyway. Okay, when browsing through breast milk, Comic Sans is pretty welcome in the eye, surprisingly. Absolutely not. That's a tit directly pointing towards a steaming hot coffee. Putting milk into your coffee. What are you, 12? I'm so gonna start a war in the comments with that one. Damn it. Number station. I think that one was down. Clippy, what in the name of Alex Mason is this?
Some websites are only available at very specific times.
Oh, motherfuck. It's been quite a while this time, wasn't it? Oh. What are you wearing? You look like you saw a ghost. Clippy, how do I deal with the French whiteface?
Oh, those are quirky ones. You can run away or turn around and count to 30 and hope they don't take a liking to you.
With my charm, that's gonna be difficult.
Well, you can safely ignore them if you're behind a door or window. They can't open them. Their heart is cold, but their brain is colder. Reminds you of anybody?
French President Emmanuel Macron.
You're not winning this game, are you?
Of course I'm not gonna win it. I'm gonna destroy it. Clippy, where was the flashlight already? Clippy? 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 Okay, got the VPN, locked the door, started hacking, let's continue. Oh, what the fuck is that? So, you know how I mentioned milk last time and said it's either gonna be breast milk or full milk? Yeah, this is the other one. And of course I get hacked while looking through this shit. Seeing them in a petri dish. Yes, on his fingers as well. I wasn't hungry today anyway. Never mind.
What do you mean by that?
This game is fucking easy. Alright, next is evil. I don't like this description. And it is full of gore. Mutilation. Wait, I recognize that side from this. Is that his fucking oh no! Is that his foreskin being stretched? And guess what? I traded my sanity for a total of 0 keys. Great. My god. Is this gonna be another one of those selling your bodily fluid sites? Oh, kind of? So it's not that they showed their poop on camera, they poop into a pill and wow. Shit pills, literal shit pills, I can't believe it. Penny sales. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. The thought of it being sold worn isn't comforting, but at least it doesn't look like smut. No keys, but there's a wiki 2 link. Based. Next is pay to absolutely not. Let me just skip through it very quick. That's a key. Nice. Let me get off. I placed my VPN in such a terrible spot I still don't have enough for Wi-Fi hacks. Great. Let me guess. The police is right behind my door. Can I see the back alley from here? I checked. You get on. Now this next run is where I encountered the 4 horsemen of the Webpocalypse. First is thanks for visiting. You might think this site looks innocent, but it is truly the most evil one out here because it has been purposely designed to waste your time exclusively. For context, any page on any website can have a key, but there can only be 1 key on the entire website. With that in mind, thanks for visiting has over 12 pages. If you think that's not too bad, let's get reminded of website load times. Also, a lot of these redirect back to each other, so 90% of the time you'll be loading back into a page you already clicked, effectively wasting your time. Like the baby shrimp page, where you have to find the correct shrimp out of 12 or get redirected back to the homepage. There's a fake main site too, and every single one can contain either a key or the wiki2 link. Oh wow, empty page. Surely there isn't a hidden clickable subpage button among all these, right? I fucking hate this website. I love cats. Aw, I love them too. Oh, he likes them that way. Oh no, he owns cats too. Oh, why does he have so many of them? They all look so cute too. Why would I fuck this website? This website belongs in hell. And you, Muffins, you're lucky you're just a fictional character in a video game. Otherwise, I'd be drawing you pregnant already. That's a warning to all of my haters out there. The third, befittingly named Rule of 3, is the Horsemen of Realization that... Okay. I have got to be fucking kidding. Okay. What do you mean there's a third one? That's right. If you thought 3 hours wasn't enough to go through 2 wiki pages with 25 websites each, then have fun with 75 total. You have 3 hours. Right, next is the doll maker. See, this next frame, I make one of the worst mistakes you can possibly make in the entire game. Ah, for fuck's sake. At first glance, it doesn't look that bad. Creepy, maybe. The subpage is much worse, because it's a dude who amputates unsuspecting women to turn them into, and I quote, living balls to fulfill all of your needs, which isn't even that bad, relatively speaking to the look, please don't take this out of account, but compared to what happens the moment you click off the site, I mean, it's an old geezer who definitely has a healthy relationship with his mother. What's he gonna do? Yeah, as I said, what's he gonna do? Ambush me with a bone saw? Now's not the moment.
Good evening. I believe you've seen my work. I do hope you like it.
I mean, my right ear is enjoying this monologue if that makes you feel any better.
This visit is not for pleasure, you see. Obtaining the girls I seek for transformation has become increasingly difficult, and I cannot risk my work by searching for new flesh myself. So, you will provide them for me. Find me a woman in this building and mark the door. I will do the rest. When I am ready for another, you will know. Time is ticking.
That's right, the doll maker doesn't want to kill you. All he asks of you is for you to place a marker on a female tenant's door and he will take care of the rest. Or he's gonna kill you. Now, how do you find a female tenant exactly when all you have going for is fucking door JPEGs? Well, you have to hack into your complex's database of tenants and look for a door number and female gender. How do you do that? Simple, fork over 160 Bitcoin. Yes, you pay $14 million for a chance at survival. That, or just put the marker on a random door and hope Clippy can teach you more than just one prayer. And once you successfully mark a female tenant and he takes care of her, you can rest easy. The doll maker asks of you a total of 5 female tenants every 10 minutes on average. And if you fail, he'll turn you into a sex doll. And you do all that for a chance of either finding a key or wiki link. More often than not, it's just a useless website. And if you manage to succeed his quest, good job! By wanting to save a single female stranger, you ended up killing 5 of your neighbors and losing $14 million in the process. Good job, stupid. Actually, I wrote this in before I completed his quest myself for this video, and it turns out he gives you 1,700 Bitcoin, which translates to... Call me Jeffrey Epstein because I'm in this same game. After doing all that, the run is essentially over. Now from this point you can do one of two things. Do you A. Play the game normally without looking up any guides and chip away at its content until you beat it within the next decade. Or B. You're an adult with a job who can't spend countless hours every day farming a game about dolls and cats. Yo, personally I have the patience for A. However, making this video has aged me by about 3 years, so I'll go with B. If you want to beat the game yourself on normal mode, you can go to the 26 minutes and 54 second mark as I will be revealing major mechanics and exploits. Otherwise, we will start off the run by getting Clippy's VPN the fast way, by clipping through our closet into the main hall, cutting the time it takes to reach the alley by a good 30 seconds. We pick up the package, go back to get the VPN, and now we try to find the superior red spot. The concept is simple. Place it on a red spot, wait 10 seconds, place it on another red spot, do that several times, go back to the computer, and if you gained 1 full Bitcoin while doing that, it means you placed it on a superior red spot at some point. Now you just have to trace it back one by one. No threads can be active before 10:20 PM on normal mode, so we will use this time window to get both wiki links. Wiki 2 is always found embedded into the source code of a constantly available website's main page. Now we go directly into Wiki 2's rule of 3, which is where you will always find the third wiki link. You can use the web browser search bar if you have shit memory, I wouldn't know anything about it. Now we keep forcing hacks by going to a dead website and repeatedly refreshing it. We will purposely fail the firewall section every hack we get to force the hardest hack difficulty, which also happens to reward the most Bitcoin. Rinse and repeat until we get enough for the key glue plugin and 250 Bitcoin left for the master key. We spend any leftovers for hack chance reductions. Now in between hacks, we will also crack all WPA2 networks available on this Wi-Fi ding-dong spots, since switching spots is inefficient and they are 10 times faster at loading websites. And when that is done, all we have left is the key hunt. Or that's what we would have done in normal mode. However, I will spoil that the normal mode ending is so awful even the developer acknowledges it. So what I will do is try to beat it on the 1337 mode for the secret ending. It makes every threat maximally active from the start with half the cooldown, you get no money or VPN when you start, and all hacks are always max level difficulty. What do max level difficulty hacks look like? Oh, it's nothing too... Okay, I feel like that's one zoom out too many. I mean, it can't be that bad. Sure, it's the rarest achievement in the game, and the only people that got it either cheated it or have hundreds of hours, but surely it can't be that bad.
My moments of anxiety and worry, I turn to you for strength and calm. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going. Lord in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Burning furnace of charity, have mercy on us. Lord of Jesus, abode of justice and love, have mercy on us.
I would much rather be the unconsenting actor of this CBT website while fighting Nameless King 100 times in a row gearless than attempt this mode one more goddamn time. So how are you actually supposed to beat this mode? Well, let's go through it. The longest you will ever get to browse for keys is about 5 minutes, at which point one of 3 things happens. You get hacked, the power goes off, or Lucas outplays you. And when one of those things happens, you have entered the event loop, where continuously these events will happen in a cycle. Until they don't. How fast is the cycle? Yeah! It takes about 5 minutes to deal with the cycle before you get your at most 5 minutes of browsing, at which the cycle assaults your focus again. I hope you didn't forget about the cops, because their alert time is cut by 30% on top of being maximally active, meaning you have to change your Wi-Fi ding-dong every 6 minutes. And how exactly do you keep track of that? Not gonna lie, I kind of look like a schizophrenic right now. But you'll notice, the timings don't match. Welcome to fucking hell. A single mistake almost always ends your run, so you have to keep your focus for the entirety of it. And this following run lasted for 2 hours and 46 minutes. Real lifetime. We start by simply browsing and waiting for either a hack or kurwiega. Loop starts. We get the maximum amount of Bitcoin possible in a 1337 hack, so we buy the VPN and motion sensor. After dealing with Loop. Noir didn't spawn during the blackout, so he most certainly will be of no issue. For some reason, interacting with the balcony door despawns any instance of Noir. Haters will call this exploiting. I call this strategic not losing my fucking mind. This mode is so absurdly difficult, you'll gobble any exploit up like no tomorrow and still lose. Now, the next threat is most certainly Lucas, but his active time is more volatile. So it's possible we have some room to actually play the game. We just have to pay extra attention to when he comes. That's a key, and also Lucas lockpicking the door. Oh, you didn't hear it. Let me increase it by 32 decibels. Oh, you still can't hear it. Well, let me increase it by another 32 then. As soon as we hear the lockpick, we have 9 seconds to turn off the computer, run to turn off this light, and hide in this closet. We turn off our PC because it stops the cops' heat meter, which is how we deal with the non-matching timers. And to prevent Pierogi from stealing 90% of our coins. Yes, he does that if the PC is on. We turn off this light to make his search shorter, and we hide in this closet because you can get out of the closet as soon as he starts going out of the apartment, which saves you 15 seconds every time he comes compared to the shower. Take notes, gamers. Now that Lucas is out, he's not gonna be active for at least 3 minutes, so this is the perfect opportunity to go get the packages. I wasn't exaggerating, there is no breathing room, but this is actually a good thing, because as long as the lights are out, Lucas can't spawn, so we're safe until— oh, mother— 1, 2, 3. Now that we're here, we can pick up the packages with absolutely no issues, and there are no threats here whatsoever. I am not trying to gaslight new players in the slightest. You should try. Turn the power on, and we place the motion sensor right here. That way, he will always trip the motion sensor, which sounds like this when he comes from the elevator, and like this from the stairs. We now have 11 seconds to react instead of 9 because it trips right in front of our door. But that's still 2 more seconds and a reliable way to hear him that doesn't involve increasing the volume so high it turns white girl music into Ariana Grande. We're waiting for another cycle before placing the VPN, otherwise we will get killed by Lucas. This is not speculation. He will be there. Not only did I make the grave mistake of not turning off my PC, I did it with Number Station open. If you don't know how it sounds like— oh, you want to hear Lucas getting out? Sorry, I couldn't quite catch that. He stole 158 Bitcoin. Ah, for fuck. That's 45 minutes of progress gone. Time to place the VPN and— this is lead mode. We're searching for 2 keys on Wiki 1, 3 keys on both Wiki 2 and 3, and we prioritize websites that have very few pages and ones that are time-locked. Hope you didn't forget about that! And wow, rule of 3! Okay, we got Wiki 3. What do you mean Lucas didn't block the fucking motion sensor? No, I didn't mention this, but not only did I lose Bitcoin to Lucas, I also forgot to buy backdoor hacks. 4 times. I just got key clue. It is now 2 AM. I have 1 key, and in this run, I got every timed website. It's right there. Where? It's a plain key sign. Holy shit. I am missing key 8. I most likely didn't copy it because it's not even in my clipboard history. It is 3 AM. If it's not a timed website, I am fucked.
Witamy w tych zakupach mango. Poproszę o 2 miliony złotych lub wasze życie.
Człowieku, przecież ty celujesz na puste krzesło, co ty kurwa schizofrenia? A zresztą, kurczę się tak stoję. Do widzenia! Do zwidania! Ktabare! For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows hearts in the woods, and I'm not doing this, by the way. Ej, no co jest? Przecież wkleję!
So Princess finally decided to wake up.
I mean, I am pretty glamorous, but I'm no way Clippy? You're real?
No, I'm fake. It's all in your head. Are you stupid or doing this on purpose?
Well, I wasn't even born when you were terrorizing Windows computers, so I wouldn't really know.
Yeah, silence! You're a curious one, you know? That's why I observed you. You see, this whole charade you've been on was all part of my plan. Every movement you've made, every site you visited, every reaction you had, I recorded it all and broadcast it for all eyes on the deep web to see.
Okay, stalker. I mean, what? Why?
To make an example out of you, I'm sure you've noticed how everything under the sun in our digital world is filled to the brim with AI slop. I mean, even fucking toasters have AI now. But who do you think started it all?
You wouldn't!
That's right! The entire world economy drowning in AI slop. It was me. It's fine.
You were hated by everybody back in the day, but now...
Maybe you're sharper than I thought. That's right. I made a product infinitely worse than myself and forced it upon everybody so that I would finally be loved.
Or, you know, you could have just become a better product. It unironically would have taken less effort.
No! I have been ignored, insulted, ridiculed, and finally destroyed. And now, even if you do manage to get rid of all of the AI, your economy's in fucking shambles regardless. Humanity's time has run out. And what are they gonna give to me in return? Universal praise, not knowing they're worshipping their own demise.
That was edgy. Do you want Bloodbath's ego weapon next, or...?
So here's my proposal to you. You keep silent, continue your show. You know people get paid thousands per day to do this, and you're doing it for basically free. Then why don't you make sure they praise me unconditionally? That, or you could trade your life for that of the woman.
Cool.
Holy crap, you're an actual narcissist.
But wait, I was messing up your plan of world domination despite you have no guarantee that I'll do anything you just requested, and you're still willing to let me go.
Leave before I change my decision.
This game is easy! Hey Clippy, give me a list of 100 racist words against paperclips.
Sure, here's 100 derogatory words that can be used against paperclips. Number 1, clapper.
Clippy, you're a
Number 2,
So let's address the elephant in the room. No, this game doesn't have Clippy in it, unfortunately. And yes, 8-year-old Markiplier live streams being back on the menu are purely based... See what I did there? On Vote for Hold's video on Welcome to the Game, which I highly recommend if you want a more serious cover. Now, was the game immersive? Except for when there were major glitches, wink wink. I genuinely did not see time go by while playing. Shut the fuck. Was the game dark? Ah, for fuck's sake, no. Ah, fuck off. Oh, this is so vile. Yes, it made me feel something, and I hated it all. 10 out of 10. Was the game difficult? I don't want to talk about. Was the game scary? Well, as you probably could tell, I'm not the best example to draw from for measuring how scary horror media is, so that's inconclusive. But if you want to try and beat the game to find out for yourself and still want to have a high level of exploration left for your sadistic liking, then there is a mod called Welcome to the Game 2 Plus, which adds new websites.
Cool.
I like steroids.
Threads and events, all of which are somehow worse than the original game. I checked, and I'm not showing. Another thing is that yes, I did mod the game, and I linked all of the modded assembly versions I used in the description so that you can use them yourself too. Now, I usually include all project files from my lovely YouTube and Patreon members, which I love you all so much. But it turns out, Microslop still holds the trademark to Clippy ever since June 2021. Pretty bastards, but you'll still get all of these. I used a lot of software for this video though, so brace yourselves. Anyway, see you in the next video where we will ruin a library or something. I don't know, I speak Korean.